My goodness, today is a good day because you know what? Number one, it's Friday. And if you're watching this on Friday, February 26th, or any other Friday, I'm streaming right now on twitch.tv/ForAthmate. So please go check that out. Link in the description down below. And secondly, we got a whole bunch of brand new Pokemon updates and brand new Pokemon games that we've never seen before. So let's just talk about it. Let's just jump right into it. Let me give my personal impression, my thoughts, everything. So first things first, number one, we got our brand new Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl, which is the Generation 4 remakes. This is something that we've been wanting. This is something I've been asking for so long. I have been absolutely dying for this. And honestly, for me personally, good. It looks good. For the most part, I like what they're doing with it. They're kind of not really remaking the game personally. I think Shofu said it perfectly. I think they are doing a faithful remaster of the game. Obviously, this one is not actually being done by Game Freak. This is done by another company called, I believe, ICLA, which is a company that's worked on multiple games actually in the past. They've worked on Nier Automata. They've worked on some other games that I can't put. I'll just put a list in the description or on the screen right now. But they've worked on a bunch of other games, and man, like what they've shown right now actually looks really good. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do have two gripes with the game, with what they've shown. The first gripe is, number one, I don't really like the chibi art style that it has. I get what they were trying to do, and I see that it's like a nice, faithful remaster of the game, and I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time though, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I will still take it. I think it still looks good, but to me personally, I wouldn't have done it like that. I would have maybe used their in-game battle sprites as the whole thing, but you know what? That's a whole other ordeal, and it's a lot more complicated. So honestly, props to them. I still think the game looks good, and honestly, I'm hoping that we're gonna get more updates on maybe how the game looks later on. And actually, which brings me to my second point, which is why I want more updates on what the game is going to be looking like, is the fact that I'm not a huge fan of how the shadows are interacting within the game. The game's shadows don't look the best, and I'll pretty much try to explain it by this way, which is the fact that when you compare this game's shadows to another game, which is Link's Awakening for the Nintendo Switch, the game shadows in comparison to both of them are completely different, and I feel like Link's Awakening shadows are a lot better, and which is what makes the game stands out a lot more, which makes that specific art style a lot more prettier, which is the way that they're shadowing the world of the game. Right now, I feel like Pokemon shadows are very flat, and I don't feel like they're the best shadows that we could possibly get within this game. Honestly, I'm hoping that maybe within like a couple months they'll add more shadows and maybe some more anti-aliasing towards the game so that it makes it look better. But even if they don't, and even if it doesn't, I still think the game looks fine. I don't really have a huge gripe with the way that Generation 4 remakes are being done, and honestly, I'm hoping that we're going to get a lot more news and information within that game. Now, the second part and the second game that they showed off, which was Pokemon Legends of Arceus. So this is a new game, and okay, I'm very mixed on what is going on right now. I feel like the direction that they're taking for this game, which is something that is new, something that Game Freak has just not done ever in such a long time, because I feel like all these games that we've been getting for Pokemon have been feeling same-ish, if not the exact same. And I'm actually kind of happy that Game Freak is taking a step back and to develop something different. I feel like this does look like they're trying to achieve like a Breath of the Wild version of Pokemon, but at the same time, I feel like this is a nice step in the direction. I feel like doing something different and making like a whole brand new generation of video games for the Pokemon series is something that I'd want to see, because for the longest time, we have been playing the exact same Pokemon game for the longest time. Do your 8 gyms, or if not, your Island Trials. So sure, let's get more technical, and then go fight the Elite Four, beat the Elite Four, do the after story, and then everything is done. It feels almost like it's the exact same thing over and over and over again. To me, I feel like it's not the worst thing if you want to keep doing over and repetitive stuff, but at the same time though, it would be nice and more interesting of a Pokemon game if we got some fresh some fresh new stuff to, you know, hopefully enjoy while we are playing the game, and hopefully they'll improve on something like this. Now, this is the second part, and I know this is going to be a hot take. I feel like the game looks really ugly. No disrespect. Like, to me, the Pokemon look fine, and honestly, I feel like some of the artistic styles within the characters look great, but at the same time, though, I feel like the world itself looks ugly. I don't really like the grass. I don't really like the trees. I feel like this game is in much more of an early development stage rather than like a later stage in development of what they're showing. And to be honest, like, you can hate as much as you want, but to me, this game needs a lot of work. I did see within the trailers that the frame rate is just abysmal, and that thing was frame dropping all over the place. But honestly, I'm gonna give Game Freak the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna hope that they're doing something good. I'm gonna hope that there's gonna just be more improvements as we get more stuff coming. Obviously, they didn't show everything of Legends of Arceus, and you know, due to the fact that we have this whole pandemic thing going on and whatnot, it could definitely be delayed. So we'll see how that works. We'll see what they're gonna do with this generation. Personally, to me, everything that they've shown so far for this Legends of Arceus game looks good. I just don't really like the overworld and the frame rate of the game right now. So those are the two big problems. If they can fix that, if they can make it better, then I'm gonna have absolutely no problems. I'll think that it's gonna look a lot better. I'm hoping to know what the story is and why we're going all the way back in time so far for this game. But honestly, I'm hoping that's really good. I'm hoping that's going to be a really nice story. But let me know what you guys thought of everything that we got from the Pokemon presentation. Again, if you guys are watching this on Friday, go to twitch.tv/Raphmate. Check me out. We're going to be live streaming Pokemon Clockwork. You guys are going to love it. I'm telling you, this is brand new stuff you have not seen. And if you don't know what Pokemon Clockwork is, then wait for my next video, which should be coming out on Monday. That's going to talk a lot on Pokemon Clockwork. But without further ado, guys, my name is Adam, also known as Raph. Please make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, because if you want more Pokemon news, that's the only way I'm going to do it. So, yeah, we're going to cover this as much as we can, and hopefully we'll see you later. Ciao.